Now, I don't know if you remember that we crossed paths in 2018.
Yes.
When Rob Beckett and I did Rob and Romesh versus Country, and we came to talk to you at the O2, and then you invited us onto stage. And some people that were very excited to see you were slightly less excited to see Rob and myself. And then I was pressured in the moment to do a rap on stage, and it was humiliating for me because I didn't really have the skills. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But so it's nice to see you again. How have you been?
I'm Shania Twain, and I'm going to be on the Romesh show.
It's the Romesh, Ranganathan show.
Oh, shut up, Romesh.
Shania, I'm going to do your introduction now. If you've got any issues with it,
Can't wait.
if you don't like it,
Okay.
just be open with me. We love constructive feedback and actually non-constructive feedback. Okay. My guest today is a 5-time Grammy Award winner who has sold more than 100 million records worldwide. She's the best-selling female country pop artist of all time with iconic hits that include Man, I Feel Like a Woman, You're Still the One, and That Don't Impress Me Much. Over a career that spanned more than 4 decades, she's become one of the most enduring, beloved, and influential artists in the music industry. And she's not stopping there. She's back with a new album, Little Miss Twain, and she's taking on Wembley Stadium. Joining me today, it's the trailblazing, legendary, incredible Shania Twain, everybody! Yeah! What did you think?
That was a great intro.
Yeah? Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I'm pumped.
Thank you so much for coming onto the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Everybody's very excited to have you here. It's an honour. It's genuinely an honour.
Oh, thank you.
We've got you some gifts, so I hope you
nice.
like them. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. But first
I love gifts.
This requires a little bit of.
Handling.
First of all, we got you some flowers.
They're delicate.
Some roses.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. And I'm a big flower person.
Good. And then
Are they real flowers?
yes, they're real. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it would have been rude of me. That was a rude question. It's still a beautiful bouquet.
But if they weren't real
And they
flowers, would you
are
be
real.
disappointed?
No, that's why I'm saying I think it was rude of me to ask. 'Cause
I don't think so.
I still love the idea that you thought of gifts.
Yeah.
It's very
And we've
sweet.
also got. I'm going to let you open these. and see.
Okay.
They're not. I don't want to temper your expectations. They're not. I don't want you to think they're big gifts. It's just.
All right.
you know.
Yeah, don't build up my...
No, I don't want to.
Don't build it up too much.
No, sorry. I feel like I already
That's
have.
always
but
a mistake.
I think pre-apologising was a
Supposed to
mistake.
be, here's a little gift.
Yeah. Here's a little thing that we found.
And the paper is fab.
Yeah, leopard. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, these are great. Love it.
Good.
Love my initial socks.
Yeah.
Leopard print socks. I think we're going to be in a leopard print.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. You've already
Heaven.
discovered the theme.
Okay.
The hairbrush.
With stars on it.
Yeah.
Very fitting.
Yeah.
This, you know what kind of brush this is?
What?
It's a practice in the mirror brush.
It's a
It
good
just
shout.
looks good. You look in the mirror and it's like, looks good. Oh, this is a big one.
Not financially, but it's physically big. That's it. It's a cushion. I don't know why I needed to explain. It's a cushion, Shania.
I was looking for the initials.
Yeah, there's no. Unfortunately, the
You
cushion.
didn't get the
cushion's just
embroidered
standard. No,
initials.
they wouldn't do it. The kid that we got to do the socks wouldn't do the cushion as well. He said he was
This is
tired.
nice.
He's only got little fingers. Do you like it? Mm-hmm. Apparently, you always travel with a cushion and a hairbrush. Is that true?
This is great. Yes, well, doesn't everybody? Well, maybe not everybody travels with a cushion. You know what? When I'm not working,
Yeah.
I rarely brush my hair either.
I
I
just finger style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah. There you go.
Throw it up.
Yeah. But you don't. Would that be the sort of hairbrush you'd use in your hair?
Yes,
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
So we did well.
you did well.
Well done, team.
Thank you.
No,
I
what-
love it. I do,
Thanks.
and I love
Good.
the
Good.
gift.
And you like the cushion? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry
I
that
do. I love it.
the kid got tired. Now, congratulations on your 7th album, Little Miss Twain, out on the 24th of July. You've described this as your most personal work, is that right?
It is my most personal work.
Yeah.
I'm normally writing songs as it's a creative expression, fun thing to do. It's what I love to do. It's what I do. And I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge of the craft of writing and just music puzzles, and never bored with that. But sometimes I write music, songs, lyrics, just not with any intention of making it a record. So after a while, I realized that I had started collecting a lot of songs that were starting to shape up like a theme. And they were, most of the time, if I'm not writing for a real purpose, for a record, I will write things that are very, very personal, but they don't really belong anywhere. They don't seem to really fit anywhere on an album. I got to the place where I'm like, wow, there's a whole collection of songs here that now is a full album and more. And that are all songs that are a reflection of my youth, my childhood, my teens, my young adult life before I got signed to my major record deal. So that really is the whole period up to the age of 27, my late 20s.
Yeah.
It's a long period of time. So I'm writing about my first love. I'm writing about my favorite pair of, teenage jeans. I'm writing about the truck I learned to drive in at 10 years old, which is Dirty Rosie. And I'm singing about when I was still dreaming about riding horses and not yet able to afford to ride horses, or certainly not own a horse. So these are all reflections of a period of life that nobody would know about at this point.
You've kind of created your own genre in a way. Do you know what I mean? You've taken things that you're influenced by, and you've taken, country, and you've molded that into something new. Was that always the intention, or is that something that you came to a bit later on as you carried on doing it?
I would say that my songwriting influences, I started writing songs at the age of 10. The artists influencing me were writers like John Denver, and then, the Bee Gees, and then there would be Stevie Wonder, and then there's Dolly Parton, and there's so many genres over my, from childhood all the way up, that I think I just became, and I performed all of that music, all of those genres live. I was a cover singer. That's how I paid my bills. I was a cover singer in bars. So I've sung all of those genres as they would come in and out of the live bar scene. And I think I just formed my style by all of those influences melding together, and whatever that would be as a song without production.
Yeah, right.
Right? So, and I would consider that more of a folk, I guess that more of a folk style of songwriting. Now, you can treat the music any way you want. The best example for me is the Dolly Parton song, I Will Always Love You, because that's really a mountain girl writing a folk song, a folk love song, Dolly Parton. And then Whitney Houston records it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was David Foster who produced that. Now it's like a whole other genre. Same song.
Yeah.
So I think any good song that is written just for the art of writing a song and not for the sake of actually making a record can be whatever you want it to be. And by the time I was in my late 20s, I was ready to rock country, I guess.
And then do you have pressure from record labels when you're starting out do you feel like you've got full creative control, or are you under pressure to go a certain way?
When I first got signed, I was intentionally writing my demos for Nashville, for country music. And so I was thinking that, and I was very capable of that. I was coming from a very deeply rooted country and Western childhood repertoire.
Yeah.
But the label was I hadn't really been in the country music live scene for so long because the bar stopped hiring that probably when I was about 12.
Right.
Okay, so I actually was out of touch of what country was when I got signed. So they're
Really?
like, yes, they're like, because I'd evolved so much myself.
Yeah.
And so I was adding all of my own flavor of what I thought country was currently in that moment. They're like, this is really not very country. It's not country enough. I'm thinking, I didn't balk too much at it because I was the new kid in town, and I know I had to pay some dues there in Nashville. So I didn't record my first songs on the very first album, but that was the only time that would happen, and then I would be recording all my own music, and it would be country my way.
But then if a record label is saying this is not what not what we want to hear, but we're worried about the commerciality of this music.
Yeah.
And you're defending that position and going, look, this is what I want to put out. That's quite a brave thing to do, isn't it? That then puts you under a bit. I mean, did that make you more nervous about it coming out and how it was going to perform? I mean, that to be
Yes.
early in your career and going, this is what I want to do. That's not as easy as it sounds, is it?
When I first got to Nashville, because I was already in my late 20s, I was already experienced enough to know that it wasn't going to be smart to, stomp my feet and say, no, we're going to do it my way.
Yeah.
I presented the songs. I got my record deal based on the songwriting from my demos. I showcased live, but they wanted, there's a Nashville way. So they're like, yeah, okay, you're talented. We're signing you. We like you, but we want to put our stamp on you. And the Nashville stamp is the songs are curated in our little writing village with our writers and our musicians, our studios, our sound, and our look. It's a brand almost, in a sense.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, well, let's try it your way. And I will do my best. And I will keep feeding you songs. And I kept the dialogue open that way.
Right.
And one thing led to another after that. The voice was their key focus, I think, just trying to match me with the right writers. But they weren't my words, and they weren't, I can't have one without the other. I can't have my voice without my song.
Mm.
They're the same thing. And it wasn't until those were, back together on a record that it really, really worked. Because I do believe that there are such things as, of course I believe, you have Celine Dion, who's like one of the greatest voices ever, but she's not a writer. So her brilliance is interpreting somebody else's song and, making us all believe without question that it's her heart.
Yeah.
So that just isn't me, though. That's not my skill.
Yeah.
And I did learn that skill. I got heckled a lot when I was a kid because, I'm a child singing adult songs.
Yeah.
There was this one song I remember, Take This Job and Shove It. It's called Take This Job and Shove It. And I'm on the stage 8 years old, and, there's intoxicated men in the audience saying, get off the stage. Like, what is she talking about? Shove it. She doesn't even know anything. And I know that then, I'm singing songs like Divorce was a very big song at the time. And of course, they didn't believe me, right?
Yeah.
So-
It's not loads of 8-year-olds get divorced, but it has happened, I
No,
believe.
I could barely spell the word.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had to spell it in the song. That's how I learned to spell the word divorce, because you have to spell it out. In songs like, I know it's so true, like counting 1, 2, 3. Why are you always testing me? that's an actual song lyric.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm learning how to count. I'm learning how to rhyme.
Yeah.
I don't have any idea about, what half of these songs are about. But what I did learn was how to create stories that you have not experienced,
Yeah.
put them into song, and also how to take on emotions of other people's thoughts and lyrics and stories and put them back out there to the audience and make a connection, even though it's not, these aren't your words. And, this goes also for, I started to think more about classical music and how there are no words to, these symphonies. They just tell these incredible stories and they're very visual. And so I'm thinking, yeah, okay, well, even if they, I don't have to really understand what I'm saying if I didn't write it.
Yeah.
I just got to get into the musicality of it.
Yeah.
And so I learned a lot being a childhood bar singer.
Spelling, counting.
Yeah.
A lot of your stuff is, I think what's synonymous with your stuff and a lot of your early work is there's a humour to it, and you sort of, some of your songs are kind of a guide to men on what women actually want in a funny way, so there's a humour to it. And that has definitely influenced, people like Sabrina Carpenter, people like that, can you feel your influence on artists like that?
I mean, they say that I've influenced them. I think we all need to be influenced to some degree. We need inspiration from other artists, other platforms of performing arts in general, period, and other people's experiences. But I do believe adding a sense of humor, even to darker subjects or more sensitive subjects, is a really great way of communicating what you're trying to say without, so that you get the message across before the door is shut, before somebody is offended. Put it in the right order first.
Yeah.
So even on the new album, Little Miss Twain, I reflected back on all of those years pre-recording artist, and with a smile, even though so many of those years were really, really, really tough. You just have to, sometimes you just have to laugh, or you just have to, you have to stay positive and optimistic. For me, the glass is half full. Otherwise, forget it. I would have quit at so many stumbling blocks along the way. I would never, with the wrong attitude, forget it. My life would have taken me somewhere very different and not, certainly or likely not to success. So positive attitude, a little bit of sense of humor. I love being cheeky with lyrics. I like to play with lyrics. And so that means being playful sometimes. And so that's just me being cheeky and having fun and laughing. And I have a lot of laughs when I write. I laugh to myself. I laugh at myself.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, how can you? And a lot of times, I'm like, how can you? That's just the stupidest idea, the dumbest idea. You can't put that in a song. And sometimes it makes it in the song and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But you have to allow yourself to be goofy and uninhibited. And that, I think, allows a lot of that humor to come through.
I mean, you talk about, you just mentioned about like difficulties and stumbling blocks, etc. Are you able to like kind of go, because from your beginnings and from it seems what you've done is so unlikely. The probability of you getting to where you are now from where you've been, it's like winning the lottery, right? In terms of the chances. Do you reflect on that ever, or is that a journey that you've kind of, as each thing comes by, you kind of take it in your stride, or do you allow yourself to go, I can't quite believe that this has happened?
I really cannot still believe that this has happened.
Right.
I feel like I've lived several lifetimes in this one lifetime.
Yeah.
There's just so many phases to my life that were intense. There was nothing. The whole journey's been very unpredictable, and just so unpredictable. As unpredictable as I could ever have imagined life would be. Period. Never mind a career.
Yeah.
So at every phase, I'm like, what's next? In a good way and in a bad way. Because I live, ever since I was very young, I've been living with this, I wonder what's around the corner, kind of like, do I want to look?
Yeah.
Do I want to cover my eyes when I turn this corner? Kind of feeling. But I always had a lot of innate courage to turn the corner. Sometimes I did cover my eyes, but I still turned the corner.
Yeah.
So just force myself to find solutions. There's always a way. It's not if there's a way. There is a way. I really have the attitude. There is a way, and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to find it. It may not be the one that I would even want or choose, but I'm going to find a way. And that is a very survival thing that does come from my childhood and keeps me going.
Well, I mean, without sort of going like for like in terms of experiences, I had, when I think about my childhood, there were things that kind of got turned upside down, and there were times when it felt like everything was going okay, and then something horrendous happened or whatever. What I found that happened for me personally is then when things were going well, I would find it very difficult to trust that, and I would start thinking, I would almost start getting anxious about the fact that things were going smoothly, because you think, I'm about due something to go wrong. Is that something that you've kind of experienced?
Yes, I think you said it a lot more quickly than I did. In a nutshell, it is exactly that. But I wouldn't say go through life in fear, but I'm very realistic.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm very cut and dry about, okay, let's just put it on the table.
Yeah.
We're going there. So I don't know what we're going to find or what the outcome is going to be, but I know we're going, So I'm a forward thinker. I move forward no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, I think it does take courage to live your life that way when you really do run into a lot of walls or fall off a lot of cliffs, stuff like that. I mean, some people live more conventional lives, and we all live, we all die. We all get illnesses. The regular things happen to all of us.
Yeah.
Right. We win, we lose. That is just life for everyone, no matter how perfect your life is. But I would say that mine has been quite complicated, and unexpected things have happened when you start off in a life and in a culture that is so far removed from, like my family culture and everything, that so far removed from any sophistication,
Yeah.
or any, higher education, even the travel access. If I was going to go to the city, which was with the speed limit at the time, 13-hour drive.
Yeah.
It was a 13-hour drive.
Yeah.
It wasn't an airplane ride away, because we were never getting on an airplane.
Yeah.
Nobody in my family was getting on an airplane. It was just so many things were out of reach. Flying was out of reach. University was out of reach. Sometimes having heat in the winter was out of reach. The basics.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as if I'm ever going to be a star. I wasn't shooting to be a star.
No, because it feels so unlikely.
Because I was just more realistic.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can make a living at this probably.
Yeah, you don't have to be a star to make this a success, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
I really thought, well, I really think that I could make a living at it and pay my own bills and feed myself and not have to rely on anybody else. I can do that because I can live very, very frugally. I'm good at that. I can camp. I can do, I was self-sufficient, and we come from such a basic rustic background that it was very doable. I thought, with my voice, and I could always have a side job. It was all possible.
Yeah.
But being a star,
yeah.
unlikely.
But when they talk about things that add to your happiness, right? I think when I became a comedian, I don't think anything in my career that's happened since television or whatever has added to my happiness as much as being able to pay for the weekly groceries with comedy. Like that blew my mind, right? The fact that you could pay for your electric doing the thing that you really love doing. That I don't think it gets better than that. You get all of the extra stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like it feels
it's
like
the
an
independence, though, that you're talking about. It's that independence. It is the reward of pushing yourself to do something that isn't likely going to make you rich.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many rich comedians do you know?
The chances. Yeah.
Right? How many rich, how many rich bar singers do you know? It's just like, this is not, you're not out there to, it's what makes you happy, I think, when you're a creative anyway, or when you're somebody who has committed themselves or is loyal to their talent. So they don't abandon their talent for the conventional job.
Yeah.
And they stick to it. The reward is, if I can pay my bills, maybe afford to have a child.
Yeah.
And, one thing at a time, if I can afford those things, that is happiness.
Yeah.
And it is sort of like, it is kind of like, it's like groceries is a very good one. I remember really, even after I got my recording contract, I just didn't start making money right away. I was still counting, I was still buying the bruised apples, and, I wasn't buying I was always going to the discount shelves and stuff like that, and being very careful. So, but in the end, how many apples do you need to buy in the end? Well, listen, I'll take, a good apple a day. And that's all. I don't need 50 apples a day.
Yeah.
So you get satisfied earlier on, I think, when you are somebody that really is just striving for that independence.
Yeah.
That's where the happiness is.
So with that in mind, and you, thankfully, against it, as you said, it's unlikely, became a megastar. That's fair to say. And now you've got songs that are emblazoned in people's life experiences. There are people that, there's, particular songs of yours that are part of the tapestry of people's lives. When you come to perform live, do you always approach performing those? Because I always wonder about musicians who've had to perform, certain songs over and over again. Are you able to go to it like you're playing it for the first time, or do you think, well, I better give them this one? But
I first thought you were going to say, did you ever think there would be songs, there would be tattoos of your song? I'm thinking, I've seen tattoos of my songs on people. I never get bored of the music. I never listen to my own music at home I wouldn't go so far as saying, I just can't wait to get home and listen to my own record. I don't need to do that. But, and I'm not touring all the time. So it's almost like every time I'm doing a tour or a show, I'm revisiting the music.
Right.
And I've got enough songs that I can, this is kind of the luxury too.
Yeah.
I can switch them out. That's how I feel about it. And I do variations of things. Sometimes I'll do things more acoustically, and that changes it up musically for me. And there's always someone that's got a great story about one of my songs that makes me think of that song differently. Right. From then on as well. Like this one lady, she said to me, when I was giving birth, I had From This Moment On playing on repeat. And I thought, I never thought of it that way. But, I was sort of like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Right? Because she's thinking when the baby is born, when this baby comes out, from this moment on, life has begun. Yeah. I'm thinking, well, wow, you're the brilliant one, not me. I certainly didn't think of it with that much depth. Yeah. And so now I just think the song is more powerful than it ever was when I wrote it.
Right. Yeah.
Takes on new meanings.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by American Express. Summer's a great time for doing what you love, and Amex can help you do it differently. If you're like me and don't want to miss out on great music, with Amex, you can get pre-sale ticket access to festivals like All Points East, and American Express presents BST Hyde Park, plus extras like card member queues and views from the exclusive Amex experience. A very nice break from the crowds. If you're locking into whatever seasonal personality you've chosen, there's pre-sale ticket access to London Restaurant Festival and select F1 races like the British GP, plus some sweet race radios to keep you in the action. There's even on-site perks at Wimbledon, like access to the incredible views from the Amex Pavilion on the Hill. Do summer differently with Amex. Search Amex Experiences to learn more. T's and C's apply. Now, Shania, we've got a question from my mum. She's sent it as a voice note. I always have to say this. I don't know what this question is. Okay.
Okay.
She's a law unto herself. So let's see what she said.
I want to know what Mum said.
Hi, Shania. This is Romesh's mom, Shanthi. You always look incredible. Have such an iconic sense of style. Love the leopard print. Hope my son has made an effort with his outfit today.
Okay.
Is there any item of clothing or accessory you put on instantly makes you feel great? I still listen to the song Endless Love with Lionel Richie. So beautiful. Enjoy staying in UK. Have a wonderful time. And I'd love to see you. You take care. Bye-bye.
Mom.
There's a very matter-of-fact tone to that message.
She was hitting her points, man. She's like, okay, I want to make sure
I know.
say everything I had to say.
She that felt like a bullet-pointed voice note.
The leopard print.
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
hitting. Oh, that's adorable. Is there something that I put on that instantly makes me feel great? I would say silk.
Really? Mm-hmm.
Were you not expecting that?
No. Do you know what I was trying to?
And if it's a leopard print silk.
Can I tell you what? So normally, like, if you're interviewing someone, I think I want to relate to your answer. So then you said silk, and I thought, have I ever? Then I started thinking, have I ever worn silk? I don't think I have. I've never allowed silk into my life.
Okay, well, so that's going to be a good thing. So silk.
Yeah.
You could have like a silk blend T-shirt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be anything
Pure
extravagant.
silk.
You don't have
Yeah.
to wear lingerie or anything.
No.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
would.
Oh,
to be clear.
Well, you could wear silk boxers.
Yeah. There you go.
Nobody would even know it.
No. But you'd know from the way
But
I
you would
carried
know
myself.
it.
Yeah. I think you'd know.
It would make you feel great.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone would be going, wow. I think you look like you feel great today. You must be wearing your
Somebody's
silk
going, Romesh has
boxers.
got a different energy about him. Have you all worn silk?
I've never worn silk or anything in my life.
Will?
I don't know. I might have.
Yeah.
Silk
You've worn silk boxers?
I might have.
Why are you ashamed of it? Like you're admitting something embarrassing?
Because I don't know if it's 100% silk.
Yeah.
I would say some people think they're wearing silk when they're really wearing satin. Right?
Yeah.
But silk is a luxury fabric. You know, it's not, it's fine and it's, it's a spider that makes silk.
Is
There's
it?
silk
Is it?
spiders. It's
Is it
a
silk
spider, I
spiders?
think.
Okay.
And
Isn't it
a worm.
A silkworm, yeah.
Oh, spiders and snakes,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. It's one of those horrible creatures.
You know?
Makes silk, yeah.
So listen to me acting like I know everything about silk.
No.
And then I think it comes from a spider.
Yeah.
I was thinking, silky web. No, you're right. Silkworms.
Yeah, okay, there
Yeah,
you go.
because silk it does make you feel great. It's light and it's so many patterns and colors and very worth wearing.
Okay, I'm going to consider bringing silk into my life. I think we all should. Now, congratulations are in order. 12 dates at Wembley Stadium. Alongside Harry Styles. How excited are you?
I'm really excited. I'm mostly flattered because it was a personal invitation to be Harry's guest, and that is very special.
Yeah.
He and I, we met backstage, small little venue, and we exchanged numbers. We hit it off. He was just very cool and easy. And then he texted me a little while later and said, it's my mother's birthday coming up, and she's the reason why I know your music and love it so much and love you. So would you reach out to her on her birthday and wish her happy birthday? So he gives me her number. I call her up. I sing her happy birthday.
You called her?
Yeah.
And sang her? Okay, wow, that's big.
It registered with me that he would, because I don't think celebrities, they don't really ask each other favors very often. It's not like you say, hey, buddy, we met once, but because we're both stars, could you, come to my kid's birthday or whatever, or go to my, But he did that because he knew that would mean a lot to his mom and that it meant a lot to him. And I did not have my mother through my success at all because my mother was gone long before I made it. She's been gone since I was 22, so she never saw any of my success. And what I would have given for her to have been there for me to give back to her. I mean, we really struggled a lot when I was a kid, and took, the sacrifices were great. So to have been able to buy her a new vehicle or a new dress, anything. And just for her to be there and for me to have that relationship going into my life. So Harry's had her all this time, and she's been able to experience the success with him and to be there and be a grounding factor. So it was really, I was happy to do it in more ways than one. And we just stayed connected. And so I think he just felt, my mom and I want you to come in and do Wembley with us.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Amazing to be doing it with Harry Styles.
Yeah.
And also in an organic way. This is not like, you're not telling the story of like some record label thought it would be a good idea to pay. This is like it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. It's as far as I know, no, I'm sure it is. I know it. And, our exchanges we were both very excited at the idea.
But also Wembley, sort of iconic to be doing Wembley, and then to be doing 12 nights. How much have you engaged with that? It's going to be massive, right?
It'll be massive. I imagine that that's a lot of people. So I would imagine several people are going to more than one night, even, right? Which is really great because I think as you go, and this is my what I'm imagining, that people would be building up each night with the vibe, and I think getting more and more into it as the dates go on.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I will change it up every night.
Oh, really? Is it so? It won't be the same show every night then?
It won't be in every way.
Yeah.
So that I think is important because I was thinking, there are going to be people that go. Maybe they'll go to show 1 or maybe show 6.
Sure.
Again, and then maybe show 10.
Yeah.
So I was keeping that in mind. So I think the excitement will build as we go as well. I mean, for Harry, I think it's just going to be crazy right off the bat because, he's on top of the world and it's such a frenzy and he's just Harry, isn't he? And this is his home. And that's another compliment because I'm invited to his home country and I'm the guest, which I like.
It's difficult. Because stand-up comedy makes that very, very difficult. Like, sometimes if you're doing a matinee, people don't realise that you're doing the same material again.
Right.
So somebody will say, you'll meet someone outside the matinee and they'll go, I'm staying for the second show to see what you do there.
Right.
And you go,
well, that was
you're
it.
You're going to be incredibly disappointed.
Sorry, bud.
And you've actually performed on stage with Harry at Coachella, is that right?
Yeah, he invited me to Coachella.
Yeah.
It was a very casual thing. Hey, I'm going to be performing in LA. I don't even think he said Coachella. I think he just said I'm doing a show in LA and, do you want to come up and sing a couple songs with me? Are you anywhere around on this date? And I said, well, I'm actually not anywhere near there on that date, but let's try again another time. And then he was so polite. He didn't put me on the spot. He just let it go for a bit. And then he texted again and said, I really think, something in the effect of, I really think this would be great if you could make it. It would mean a lot. And I'm like, okay, well, let me really think about how.
Okay, maybe. Harry, I said I wasn't close.
No,
leave it.
It wasn't, but and it was not till quite close that I'm thinking, oh, it's Coachella on top of it, and let's see how we can make this work. But I didn't know. I said, listen, okay, well, what do I wear? What is this vibe going to be? And he said, well, just, be you. Just come and be yourself or whatever. He didn't tell me what he was wearing. And when I got on stage, we were practically matching. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird, but everybody did think it was very planned.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But it wasn't. It was planned, but casually planned.
But like doing Coachella with Harry Styles, 12 nights at Wembley, Like you've done so much. Do you still have things on like a bucket list or aspirations you still want to achieve, or do you feel like I'm just doing whatever happens now? You know, what's your kind of attitude towards all of that?
I want to write songs that I produce for artists' voices that I love.
Yeah.
That's my dream. That's my dream gig. Because I'm only one voice. And I hear my songs so many different ways. And I can never accomplish the directive that I have a directive of how I want it sung. But I'm not that voice.
Yeah.
Like I wrote From This Moment On with Celine Dion in mind. I wanted her voice to sing that song, not mine.
Yeah.
And so I wrote it melodically and everything like it could be for Celine Dion. But my then husband, who was my producer, said, no, that's a song we have to keep for your record. And I just thought, really? I can always write more songs, but if Celine Dion sang this song, that would be the real dream for me as the writer.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the need to always be the one in the spotlight. I love to be creative and to be not in the spotlight, to be, in fact, it was my mother that forced me up on the stage in the first place, and I'm glad she did, but whew, wasn't easy. I had to really, that was part of the difficulty of my childhood, getting up on stage as a kid to, sing to drunks. And okay, so that dream didn't come true, but I'd love that to happen. I want to find voices that I'm writing the songs for.
Right.
And then see them come to life in a different way. Especially when I lost my voice, because I lost my voice to Lyme's disease, and that lasted quite a while.
I mean, it must have been like terrifying.
It was terrible. I lost a projection, and I won't go into the science of it, but it was something that would not ever repair because it was nerve damage. So not the vocal cords, but the nerves, the neurology. And there's a treatment where they did open my neck. Yes, they open your neck from the front. It's open throat surgery. They pull your larynx to the side, and they insert little crutches, little Gore-Tex crutches.
Right.
And they will be there in 10,000 years from now. Long after,
Yeah.
they will be there forever. They're permanent. But what that did,
Gore-Tex.
yeah, they're Gore-Tex
Gore-Tex is
crutches.
like, isn't that what they weatherproof Timberlands with?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of outerwear.
Yeah.
They've never had Gore-Tex when I was a kid. That's why I got so much frostbite. Oh, I wish they had Gore-Tex. Anyway, now I got Gore-Tex all right. I
Yeah.
got it in my throat. So little crutches, and they stabilize where the nerve atrophy is, to compensate for the nerve atrophy. Okay, so now I'm able to sing live again
Yeah.
and sustain notes and be loud if I want. My voice is different. You can tell it's kind of like gravelly. I've got a little fry
Yeah.
in there. But
And do you enjoy that now? I mean, it's nice, right?
added
You've
to
got
the-
a different voice, yeah.
yeah, it's added to the character of my singing.
Yeah.
I love my new voice.
Yeah.
I'm like, what else am I? What am I to do? Hate my new voice? It's like, no. I can sing again. I love my new voice. I'm even saying, lucky me, because the Lyme's disease could have attacked my heart, my brain, my kidneys. Ironically, it attacked my laryngeal area. So yeah, you could look at that in any way you want, but it wasn't life-threatening. I mean, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
It was more of a blessing
This
that
is your
I found a
glasses
surgeon.
half. This is your glasses half full attitude.
How else can I look at that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, okay, so now I'm able to sing again. So then I get off track. Definitely, I'm now writing for my own recordings,
Yeah.
right? For quite a while. I'm like, oh yeah. As long as these Gore-Tex crutches don't move.
Yeah, you got 10,000 years of stuff in
That's
you, right?
it.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they don't move or end up in my stomach or something, I will sing.
Yeah.
I feel like I've really fulfilled a lot of that reappreciation or new found appreciation for my voice.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to be singing my own songs. But in the future, it is a dream for me to hear my songs, my melodies and my words by voices that I am not.
Yeah. And so, but that's something you could still do. You could go on to do that, right? I mean, that's
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But it's really hard though when you're the artist as well, and you're doing your own artist thing, and then you're producing somebody else. I'd really like just to make that focus for a bit.
Yeah.
Like a project.
Yeah. Now, we've seen in recent years, like country is, I mean, obviously Rob Beckett and I, thanks, you were one of our guides through our kind of introduction to country, and kind of, we went to Nashville, we wrote a terrible song, we performed that song in a bar in Nashville. It was one of the most anxiety-inducing things I've ever done. But one of the things that we learned is that country has got, you know, like all genres of music, it's got tropes, and people that love it are protective of it. What we've seen in the last few years is people from outside of the genre come in and make country albums, right? Obviously, Beyonce is a famous example. Post Malone did a whole country album, which was great. What's your kind of take on all of that? I mean, because one of the things that happens in the UK is that it still happens now. We will suddenly hear about a country artist who is absolutely massive, but we didn't know about them because country is popular with country fans, right? The crossover is relatively rare, right? So what's your
it's true.
how have you felt kind of watching all that transpire?
So the country music that I grew up with, primarily the earliest country was my grandparents' country, which was called country and western.
Right.
So the country was farmer, roll up the sleeves, manual, hardworking people. The western was the more, Texas, South border towns to Mexico music, Tex-Mexican sort of style music. That added minor chords to the music.
Right.
It added different time signatures, different instrumentation, different vocal blend chords, and they were gunslingers.
Right.
So this is where the western comes.
Yeah.
Now you've got country and western.
Yeah.
So there's no difference from that, because that was an actual genre name change.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Like it was officially only country.
Yeah.
Then it was country and western.
Right.
And then you've got periods where it's, the big bro country period, or you've had, country rock. I mean, if you look at a good example, many people have crossed over, but even Elvis Presley. Okay, he's the king of rock and roll, but he's also he did country songs. So did look at John Denver. John Denver is a folk artist, pure folk artist, but he made country records. There's a lot of rock art. There's a guy named Conway Twitty. You guys probably haven't heard of this guy. Maybe, I don't know. But that would be more my grandparents' country music.
Right.
But he was in a rock band before that.
Yeah.
Same with Kenny Rogers. He was a rock pop guy before he did country. The Bee Gees made some country songs.
Yeah.
Olivia Newton-John. She was a pure pop artist.
Yeah.
She made a whole country album.
Yeah.
Linda Ronstadt was a touring backup singer for the Eagles.
Right.
She made a country record.
Yeah. So this isn't a new thing then, people.
Yeah. It's not a new thing. And I think the genre has gotten very protective, maybe, or purist in a certain way. Not the fans, but maybe the industry, because they just don't want to make room maybe for other talent that brings so much to the genre. Where would country music be without the influence of bluegrass?
Yeah.
And where would it be without the influence of rock and rockabilly?
Yeah.
And soul, R&B. You know, Ray Charles. I never heard anybody sing country better than Ray Charles.
Yeah. But then, do you think it's a thing of like people be making you're making country for country fans, and then somebody comes in. And there's I don't know, is there an argument of like being a culture vulture or taking what you want and then, taking country and doing what you want with it? Is that, do you think that's part of the problem?
All right. So Shania says,
Yeah.
and now we know
Yeah.
about where the level of water is in my glass.
Yeah.
What better compliment could anyone give any culture but to want to borrow a little bit of it?
Yeah.
Or, or dabble in it because it's something that they, even if it's just out of curiosity, I'd be like, cultural exchange days at school. That was so fun. It's like, oh, let me try, the way you guys make cookies, there's nothing, it's like, great. I'm going to try that at home.
Yeah.
Like whoever said, well, no, you can't try this at home.
Yeah.
It's our cookies. These are our people's cookies. Don't try our recipe. It's not. It just can't. That's not the way. That's not the way art works. That's not the way music works. Right? It's music we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Right? It's not our people.
Yeah. No, I know.
It's music now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been. It's been. I totally get. I agree
Right?
with you. I agree with you. But it's just been interesting as somebody outside of country to see what my perception of what the response has been to people coming and doing it.
So you're saying, right? So the culture vulture element is love them and leave them sort of thing, or what? What's the?
It's just that I guess like there was all that. My impression was that people going, these people are coming in and the other artists are coming in and having a go at our music and then going off some
stealing our thunder, maybe that sort of thing. I mean, it's not. Is thievable a word?
I think so.
I think it can be if you say it.
Yeah. You can make it a thing. I think it'd be a good song title.
Thievable.
Yeah.
I mean, how can? Oh boy. I'm going to start rhyming. You better stop me right now. So, okay. I mean, how can such a thing be thievable?
Yeah.
How can? There's no such thing as that. We all influence each other.
Yeah.
So, and when someone is, like, if somebody does something very Shania-esque, I'm like, that's the greatest compliment ever.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. Because I'm like, you know what? Man, I feel like a woman can only be written once.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and Shania-esque all you want. It's not gonna steal my thunder.
No.
Like, it's all good.
Yeah.
And so I think, we're meant to inspire each other. I would see it as an inspiration.
Yes.
Obviously, whoever is dipping into a genre is influenced by that genre and inspired by it.
Yeah.
To want to do that, I think.
Yeah.
And so I just don't see it the same way, I suppose. That's my Shania way of looking at it.
No, we love the Shania way of looking at it. I totally agree with you. Okay, we're going to play a little game now.
Uh-oh.
It's Misquoted.
I'm bad at games.
This is called Misquoted. So I've got 5 quotes that you may or may not have said. Some of them you said, some of them you didn't. All I want you to do is tell me if you said them, and then it leads to a little bit of light chat and ideally an Instagram clip.
And
Okay.
I completely
Yeah.
misunderstood when you said misquoted,
Yeah.
because I thought you were calling me misquoted.
Oh, I see. No. Now, this is a game for you, little Misquoted. It's, did you or did you not say this? So there's no jeopardy. Just,
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the first one. Did you, Shania Twain, say this or not? The first thing people say is, do you own wellies? Did you or did you not say that?
Yes, I did. When I went to Glastonbury, people were saying, you may need to bring your wellies.
That's absolutely correct. Well done. You did say it. And you were talking about Glastonbury.
Yeah.
The Times in 2024, you're talking about Glastonbury, and that's what people ask you. Well done. You're one
Yeah,
for
of
one.
course I have wellies.
Congratulations.
I've got all kinds of wellies. I have horses, so
Yeah. Okay, here's your next one.
yeah.
I'd love to get everywhere by Segway.
No, I did not say that.
Sure?
I love to get everywhere by Segway.
Did you say that? No, you didn't say
No.
that. You're absolutely right. Do you know what you did say you'd love to get everywhere by something? Do you know what it might have been?
I'd love to get everywhere. Maybe they misunderstood. I was saying subway. I'm just kidding.
we changed the last word.
Yeah.
You actually said, I'd love to get everywhere by horse.
Course. Of course, by horse.
Yeah, absolutely. You've ridden horses in shows, haven't you?
I have. And I don't know why I didn't think of that. Because, yes, in a dream world, we would all go everywhere by horse.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, now you can't even ride your horse on the street in case it poops. It's like, of course horses poop. Who cares?
Yeah.
The birds are going to come and eat it. And, you know, if you're in the city, the rats will come by and, you know, cars will run over, the sun will dry up, whatever. It's organic.
Yeah. Oh, my God. What a paradise. We're riding horses. Rats are eating all the horse poo. Beautiful.
We're right back at, well, listen, instead, yeah. I'd rather the rats clean up the horse poo than get into our garbage. But no, it's true. My horse, dream life.
Okay. So you're 2 for 2. Here's your next one. Did you or did you not say this? Stage fright is a very scarring experience, a terrible, panicky feeling.
Yes, absolutely.
You did say that.
I would have said that, yes.
Yeah, you said that to The Guardian in 23. You said, but now going from I may never sing again to being where I am, I'm like, in this moment, if I hit a bad note, I'm going to wear that scar as a survival flag.
Exactly.
It's like a lion that can roar again, is what you said. So that's lovely.
That is very true. Like, so what if I hit a bad note?
Yeah.
It's my free pass.
Okay, here's your next one. In Switzerland, I'm always bang on time. Did you or did you not say that?
I did not say that because I don't think I would say bang on.
You're absolutely correct. You didn't say that. The actual quote is, in Switzerland, you feel you're more connected to the food you're eating.
Well, that is true because, yeah.
Just because it's
the
less
food
processed.
is quality. Yeah, the food is more regulated.
Closer to the
quality.
original ingredient.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You're 4 for 4, so you got one left.
Okay.
Did you or
I'm good
did...
at this game.
You're really good. Really good. This is for Full House now. So it's exciting, it's exciting times.
What do I win? I already got the leopard print.
No, but you get to keep that. So that was a loan up to this point. Okay, so here's your last one. I'm getting less and less inhibited as I age. I like to do goofy things. Did you or did you not say that?
I would say that.
You did say that. Outside of experimenting with hair colour, I would say that I enjoy being fearless. Nothing really scares me. You just got to have fun. And being playful makes me feel more youthful. That was to Haute Living, talking about pink hair.
Yep.
So there you go.
Living.
Shania Twain, 5 for 5. Congratulations. Shania, we're almost done. This is you've been.
God, thank God.
I know. It's been horrendous. But what we'd like to do is end the podcast on a big moment. And what I'd love to ask you is, would you be able to share the best piece of advice you've ever received? Have you ever received a great piece of advice that you could share with us?
Boy, I sure have. It's which one do I want to share with you?
I know, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. We've gone on a journey, but what are you willing to share? I get that. And I understand if you have reservations.
No, I don't. I think, like, not that I think you could use advice, because I'm sure.
No, I could, believe me.
The best advice I could give anyone, I think, is you just have to be honest. It's, honesty is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Honest with yourself, honest with everybody else. And that's it. It's kind of basic and boring as advice, but honesty is the only, that's it.
Yeah.
The truth really does suck sometimes, but best to be honest, especially for a creative person, because, oh brother, like you need to know the truth.
Yeah.
You know, are you good? Are you bad? Are you know?
Yeah. But that's difficult. Honestly, that sounds simple, but that's quite difficult to follow as a rule.
Yep, that song was well written by Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Honesty. Yep.
Okay.
It's hardly ever heard.
Yes, certainly not in my house. Please, can you give it up for our fantastic Shania Twain? Thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode. Before you go, if you've enjoyed this episode and you've not subscribed, that's a bold decision. Crazy behaviour. Follow and subscribe to the Romesh Ranganathan Show wherever you listen. It helps me, really helps me. It helps the team. And it costs you absolutely nothing. We drop episodes every Monday and Thursday. Mondays I'm joined by great guests. Thursdays my mum Shanthi joins me to answer your questions and family dilemmas. I'll see you Thursday with mum who, let's face it, is who you're actually here for. If you've got a problem you want to solve or a story you want to share, send it to podcast@rangabi.com, voice note or text us on 07731 623 355. We can't promise good advice, but you might end up on the show. See you soon!
Oh, shut up, Romesh.